My brothers and sisters, greetings. We celebrate the third Sunday of Advent. The virtue of Advent is hope. St. Paul tells us that hope is not hope when its object is sin. We hope for what we do not see, Romans 8 verse 24. And yet this virtue is not blind. It is not without foundation. Hope looks to the future, but always with an eye on the past. Our hope for what God will do for us is based on what God has done for us. The biblical message is what God has done is what God will do. We can trust God. He is consistent. The only surprise will be not that God has abandoned His loving way of dealing with His people, but that He will surpass in the future all that He has done in the past. The third Sunday of Advent calls us to look forward to the second coming of Christ, to wait in joyful hope for the coming of our Savior on that great day when He will right all wrongs and when He will establish everywhere and for all time His kingdom of justice, love, and peace. According to God's promise, we await new heavens and a new earth in which righteousness dwells. 2 Peter 3 verse 13. As we look forward to the second coming of the Lord in glory, we look back to His first coming among us in His birth at Bethlehem. We acknowledge that in times past, God spoke in partial and various ways to our ancestors who were the prophets. In these last days, He spoke to us through His Son, Hebrews 1 verse 1. It is in that sense, in today's first reading, the book of the prophecy of the coming of the Savior, realize that the world is in darkness. But God will provide a light, a beacon actually, for people to find their way. That light will come from Jerusalem. A day would come when all the nations will say, "Come, let us walk in the light of the Lord." St. Paul alerts the Romans of our second reading and us to wake up because the day of the Lord has begun. We are not in darkness anymore. Therefore, we shouldn't be trying to hide our shallowness, in ourselves indeed of darkness. Instead, we should come out into the light of the Lord. In the gospel reading, Jesus tells us to stay awake and be prepared to allow light into our lives. We are warned that the people of Noah's day were unconcerned about the light and lost themselves in their own lives. During Advent, we call the Lord to come. Let us prepare for this coming by seeking forgiveness for the times we have lived in the darkness. May the season of preparing for the Lord help us escape the darkness we inflict upon ourselves and lead us into the light of Christ's love. May you be ready to welcome our Savior. May God bless you.